the WNBA on 2K Sports. Welcome in, everybody. And on tap tonight, it's the Indiana Fever going up against the Chicago Sky. And from near Southside Chicago, I'm Blake Suniga, joined by Brian Banafitemi and Tim. Well, guys, is it too early to start thinking about playoff position at this point of the season?
Yeah, for most teams it is, but for the teams at the top of the standings, securing home court advantage is looming large.
Well, let's settle down a little bit, right? Because we can't look too far ahead. The postseason's still a long ways away.
Sky start out with the ball. Vandersloot outside. Pass to Banham. Cardoso. Here's Vandersloot. Back next. And it'll be on ball queen.
Good idea to just foul Williams. She's an average free throw shooter. Don't give her easy looks.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Now over a decade in the league, Elizabeth Williams is so steady.
A 6'3" center, Williams is a pure 5. Doesn't take threes, an elite rebounder and defender. These coaches love having...
And she can't hit the second. When the Fever won the 2024 draft lottery, I think everyone in the world knew who they were going to take, Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, she's already had a massive impact on the Fever and the league. On the floor, Clark's passing and limitless range are just tremendous weapons offensively. And then off the floor, I mean, I think the Fever might be the hottest ticket around the W.
Banham, no good.
Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
Here's Rogers. The 9-footer's on the mark. First quarter play, 1 minute played. Vandersloot outside. Outside Atkins. Here's Cardoso. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Just 5 on the clock. Vandersloot with it. And Clark picks her up defensively. Chicago again missing.
3 misses to open the game. Their offense is trying to get it going.
That shot by Howard, no good. Pass to Banham. Now Cardoso. Outside Atkins. Cardoso can't get it to go.
Still scoreless after 4 shots. They need a bucket.
And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. And she's good on the 3 ball.
And Mitchell's ability to space the floor is so valuable to this offense.
To the inside. Here's Cardoso. That's good. And so Courtney Vandersloot gets the assist.
Oh, they needed that one. Their first make in 5 attempts to start this game.
Here's Rogers. Misses the 3.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
And I think Atkins is the type of player that is equally effective on or off the ball.
And the basket by Rogers. Sky trail. Vandersloot outside. Pass to Banham. Inside. It's stolen by Aaliyah Boston. Here's Rogers. Not gonna go that time.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
To the middle. Out to Atkins. shoots the three. Her shot is good, making her a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
With an unwavering work ethic, Atkins has just about mastered the three ball.
Shot by Rogers, no good. Pass to Vandersloot. Outside Atkins, down low. And stolen by Rogers. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, she's played an important role in her offense today, and really without her, they might not have the lead right now.
And here is Vandersloot. Pass to Williams. That's good, and so Courtney Vandersloot gets the assist.
Well, this is where she makes her money, in the paint. Williams can score many different ways down low.
To the paint. Clark outside. Rogers from the arc connects from three-point range.
Great communication between teammates there.
Pass to Williams. Phantom. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Cardoso. Now here is Atkins. Off target from three-point range. Now Howard. Outside Rogers. And another three for Indiana. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. The Fever on top. They're up by 6. And we'll bring you the start of quarter 2 when we return. And the first quarter in the books, second about to get underway. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
They've made the most of their fast break chances here in the early going.
Yeah, tie your shoelaces because they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Here's Ramsey. Pass to Uzan. Turner grabs the board. Mitchell outside. Outside McDonald. Turner a screen. Harry McDonald, here we go. Intercepted. To the middle. Uzan. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Oh, man. She is so good at making those lead passes.
One of the most exciting players in the WNBA, Angel Reese.
Chicago very happy to have her finish runner-up in Rookie of the Year voting. Reese brings some serious attitude to the organization. The Sky led the W in rebounding last year, largely because of course, Angel Reese.
Here's Ramsey. She's covered by Mitchell. From beyond the arc, the Fever pull it in. Outside McDonald. It's hauled in by Uzan. And so it's Chicago with it. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. No good on the three. The Fever leading. Here's Powers. He and Nurse playing some nice D. Quarter 2, and we're about 2 minutes in. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
Mitchell outside. Pass to McDonald. Back to Mitchell. Puts up a three. That's good, and it's Carey McDonald with the assist.
Strong response from Mitchell, one of the sweetest shots in the game. Kelsey has a great release.
Now Nurse. Three-pointer. And it's Cunningham with the rebound. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second period. Mitchell up top. 6 points for her. Turner with the bucket.
Backed by her solid footwork, Turner knows a thing or two about scoring inside.
minutes remaining in the first half.
Outside. Gets it to go from downtown.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Outside Powers. Inside. Outside McDonald. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, this time it's McDonald getting set up. Knocking down the J off the crisp pass.
Allen. She's covered by Cunningham. Shoots a fader. Allen's shot is off. And just over 3.5 minutes played in this second quarter. Pass to McDonald. Takes the three. Allen with the rebound. Suzan. That's basket number 2 with her third shot. Off to a fast 2 for 3.
Yeah, anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done a good job.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. Here's Mitchell. She's got 6. Got that one up quick.
She's certainly heating up from outside, and that's now her third 3-ball for the game. Second this quarter. Watch out.
Now here's Atkins. She has 6. Pass to Williams. 6 to shoot. Vandersloot outside. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
That's some defense for you. Look, for someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as she is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding the 3-ball.
Yeah, I think they picked the right player to put on her.
Now here's Atkins. Got it up in time, but it couldn't fall for it. And so that brings the first half to a close. The Fever on top. They're up by 7. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter after the break. The second half about to start in just a few moments. I mean, you look at Sugar Rogers, what a contribution.
Well, she created a lot of good shots for herself in the first couple of quarters, and she knows when to pass up on the tough ones. Good shot selection.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for her, and that's a stat that really tells you how efficient a player has been.
Here's Clark. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Here's Mitchell. Clark, pass to Rogers. Hits the 3-point bomb.
She is setting this place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
A familiar face rejoining the Sky, point guard Courtney Vandersloot.
The league's all-time leader in assists per game. Vandersloot spent her first 12 seasons in Chicago, spent the last 2 years in New York, winning the title in 2024. She's back in the Windy City, running the show this year.
Now here's Rogers. 17 points in the game. And she makes that one.
We've seen this before. Howard playing with some power down low. Pushes right past the contact to the bucket.
Outside Atkins. The trade. It's hauled in by Boston. Here's the Fever with the ball. Pass to Rogers. Beyond the arc. Phantom with the rebound.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go through the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The T got lucky.
Now here's Atkins. She has 6.
That's just a great job by Atkins, reading the defense and allowing the pick and roll to develop naturally.
And yep, it's good.
And it's pretty hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the stats monitor, there's a stark discrepancy. And when you look at the assist column, and you see that difference as far as fluidity in their respective offenses, too.
It just hasn't been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Here's Rogers. Knocks down the 3 ball.
What a competitor. She's been looking for a shot all game long. She's shouldered almost all the offensive load for them.
Vandersloot outside. Pass to Atkins. That doesn't go either for Ariel Atkins.
Yeah, her touch has deserted her this quarter. Nowhere to be found. They were ready for her there. I mean, just totally collapsed the D on her.
Now here's Vandersloot. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Cardoso. Rogers defending. Back to Cardoso. And the layup's good off the glass.
And look how well she let her in there with that pass.
In each of her first 5 years in the league, Ariel Atkins was voted all defense.
Yeah, she made the U.S. gold medal winning team for the Tokyo Games on the strength of her defense. Always in great condition. Atkins never runs out of energy chasing around those guards.
Timeout called the Sky. Making a switch here. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Fever.
Well, Tim, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding, but it feels a lot bigger than that.
The score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution have been superior.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
Now here's Cardoso. Out to the wing. Screen by Cardoso. 5 to shoot. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, look, one of the reasons they're trailing is because we haven't seen enough of that. She has to become a bigger part of her offense.
And the basket by Rogers.
That's their third straight make off an assist, and it's always good when you can score points by getting teammates involved.
Yeah, that's just great ball movement.
Here's Banham. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Here's Cardoso, and she banks in the layup.
Way to work the ball in close to the hoop.
Outside Rogers. Pass to Clark. Buries the long-range jumper.
Double team, triple team, zone defense, something. I mean, you got to figure out a way to shut her down.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Williams the screen. Here's Banham. The three is up. Good on the triple.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the three right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Her ball distribution has been outstanding.
Yeah, Tim, all you have to do is look at the numbers. Those assists do not lie.
And they keep piling up.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Fever ahead, up by 15. And time for a short break. Stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Welcome back as the fourth quarter is right ahead. Not exactly a close contest here. Here's Chicago now. Down by 15. Here's Kia Nurse from the arc. Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss. So it's Indiana now. Here's Rogers. And the Fever hit again from deep.
She is showing no signs of slowing down here.
Here's Uzan. And that comes off the assist by Courtney Vandersloot.
Yeah, late reaction for the defense. She's always going to convert that.
Fires from deep, and the Fever hit again from deep.
She has a lot of points from long range this half. She's taking advantage of a tired defense.
Nurse outside. Vandersloot to the inside. Uzan takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
That pass into the paint was dead on target.
Outside Howard. Outside Rogers. And the Fever hit again from deep.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Outside Cunningham. Let's go with a three. And the Fever hit again from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And now that they're rolling from out there, you've got to get it in their jersey and try to deny those looks.
Especially how well people shoot threes these days.
Now a timeout called by Chicago. Here's Vandersloot. Pass to Atkins. Cardoso. Out to Vandersloot. Chicago again missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that one.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
She has really pummeled these defenders today, no matter who has been on her.
Outside Atkins. Cardoso. Rogers defending. Courtney Vandersloot for three. It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
Williams the screen. Banham. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight. Solid work right there. There's a big difference in field goal percentages of these teams in the second half.
And that difference has come about because we've got one team moving sharply, getting good shots, and the other just a little bit stagnant. It's tough to watch.
Yeah, one coach did his job at halftime. The other, not so much.
One thing this team loves about Natasha Howard, she's a winning player.
At one point in her career, she won 3 of 4 titles with 2 different teams. And she's a former Defensive Player of the Year, plays the game with serious effort.
And they pick up 2. Outside Rogers. That's good, and it's Ari McDonald with the assist.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight. That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And the basket by Rogers.
They keep going to her, and guess what? She keeps coming through. She's leading this game in scoring.
Nurse outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Here's Rogers. They grab their own miss. Tries again. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Even though it went down, that's not the kind of shot they should be settling for. Just look at the coach's face.
It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's an 86% accuracy mark. Outside Cunningham. Back to Rogers. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances. This is how you close a game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
The shot comes out. And here's Indiana. The 3 ball drills the 3-pointer.
What a final quarter they're having from downtown. A bunch of threes falling for them.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. Work that perimeter while they're hot.
And work it to the final whistle.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. Outside McDonald. Down low. And the basket by Rogers.
Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says an awful lot about this team.
Yeah, Blake, I guess they don't need home cooking, like, you're cooking from your mom, to feel at home. Just a masterful performance all around for them.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.
That was an offensive clinic. You put up the most points in a single game, setting a new WNBA record. It looked like you were in the zone early on. How were you able to get the open looks?
You know, a lot of it has to do with offensive scheme, coming hard off screens, working in the lane to get to that free throw line. And, you know, once the buckets start falling, I felt like I had the hot hand, so I just kept rolling with it.
For sure. So you've now passed Liz Cambage and Asia Wilson, who both previously scored 53 points. What was going through your mind as the game progressed? Did you have the record in your sights?
I want to score every time I have the ball in my hands, so, you know, when the shots kept falling, I just kept asking for it, and at some point during the fourth quarter, I knew the record was in reach, and Coach kept running the offense through me, so why not go for it?